Hey everybody, it's Christina Blackfeather, and I thought I would do a video prompted by Vonhelton. Uh, if anybody knows of him, lately he was complaining about hemp necklace that he had not taken care of. So what I have decided to do here is just do a video on how to properly care for hemp jewelry. And this is my art desk, so if you can see there's paints, there's everything, so not the prettiest background, but it is what it is. So, hemp can actually last quite a long time, years if properly taken care of. This piece here is one that I wear, and this is almost 20 years old. It's starting to have some fraying here, just a little bit, and where this bead is. And you'll see I've changed my style of braiding and clasps since, but that's pretty good for that piece. And some of the more modern pieces, if you're braiding, adding some extra strength for button loops and things like that is not a bad idea, which actually I did have on his piece, but we will get into that. So yeah, another new one. The braids will vary, depending on, on the style of the piece. Like here's a standard braid. The problem with this braid is that there's going to be, over time there might be a little bit weaker point right in here. So what I'm thinking of doing on my pieces where there is going to be a weaker join, I'm going to add a little bit of E6000 just to seal it, and that'll help. So that won't be an issue there. This bracelet here is, I think, like 5 or 6 years old now. I wear this one frequently. It's starting to get a little wear right here. And that's the nature of hemp. It is a fiber. Things will weaken it, like sweat, because human sweat is acidic. They also say to avoid applying lotions to the area that you're going to be wearing hemp at, like around your neck or wherever. This fiber can last a really, really, really long time. People have used it for bags. It's being used for fabrics, for clothing, things like that. So it is very versatile. It does soften with age, though. This is another newer one, and of course the fibers that have more exposure are the ones that are the more decorative parts of the braid, where you see the single fibers. And that's, again, you get a lot of them that have decorative braiding, and that's okay. I mean, it happens. And this one is a more solid braid. It's probably going to last longer than one, that's going to have more decoration on the outside. Same thing with this piece right here. It's a more solid piece. And that's a Buddha, by the way. Actually, one of my favorites. I think this one, I think this one is off of my personal stash that I made. So yeah, I have only worn that one twice, if I remember. This one is off of my personal stash, and I tried to do some extra strength along here and had glued it on these joins for the metal clasp. So you end up with some very interesting pieces. A lot of artists have different styles of braiding. And what I wanted to get into with this is, again, you try not to wear lotions in those areas. If you do sweat, it is going to need to be washed. The thing is, you have to keep in mind is the materials that are used in your necklace before you wash it. Like this is wood right here, and this is deer antler. So this can be immersed in water, but you don't want it in there very long, and you want to make sure you pat it dry afterwards. And to wash it, you're going to take just like a couple drops of mild dish soap like Dawn and have it in some warm to touch water, comfortable to put your hands in, not hot. Just kind of swirl it around a little bit. Don't do like you're washing clothes or something. Don't rub the fabric together. Just swirl the whole thing around a little bit. Take it out. Get some rinse water, or run it under the faucet and just gently rinse the soap out of it. And then if you have wood beads on there, pat it dry. You want to pat it dry anyway. Between towels, just, you know, very, very gentle with the fibers, and that's going to make them last longer. It's not recommended to wear them in the shower. Don't wear them in a swimming pool, especially chlorinated. You definitely don't want to wear it in a chlorine pool. And to take them off, you have to take them off and let them breathe. And so what you need to do there is to store them in a dark place in a breathable bag. Mine actually are hanging in a jewelry organizer thing, one of those great big stands. Armoire, there we go. English, I found it. Mine are in an armoire, so it's dark inside there. Some of them are laying down and the bracelets, like this one here, actually go on a round bar, a large round bar, so it doesn't cause any stress points on where the beads would connect together. But ideally, you want to put them in like a cotton bag, or, you know, a breathable fabric bag like that, cheesecloth, something like that, to allow the fabric to air out and allow the fibers to air out, I should say. So that's your proper storage. Where I have kind of goofed on this one is it has been hanging in the armoire, and it's been hanging on a regular hook, and that's why I'm getting the weakness at the joins. So I'm going to probably have to rebraid this one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. It might go for another 10 years yet. So that's the basic care of hemp jewelry. Don't wear it 24/7. Do take it off, because if you don't take it off, your sweat is going to decay the material. So there you go. Hopefully this is helpful to everybody. Have a great day. Blessed be.